Coming to you live from a lovely date night at the Carnival. This is Optimal Play. I'm Brandon.
I'm Kyle.
And we are continuing our feature film franchise starring Hans and Laurie.
Topping box offices everywhere.
Oh yeah. Just like the new Exorcist movie did this weekend.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, no, that one that flopped a little bit, I heard. I don't need more Exorcist movies in my life.
No.
Is there? No, I guess the Series 3 Kickstarter is going on right now, so the films that is, I don't know if parody is the right word, homaging.
Yeah.
That's known. Still no Exorcist, I don't think.
Really?
Referenced in Final Girl. Yeah.
That's pretty wild, considering how big it was when it first came out.
Yeah, I mean, it's close. It's got to be one of the top 5 horror, at least well-known horror franchises.
I'm trying to think of how the murderer would be. You don't want to kill the murderer in that one.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they haven't touched it yet.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just got to save something juicy for Series 6.
Great. It's another Saw franchise.
Yeah.
Final Girl.
Oh, so we've been playing through the lore and scenarios. I guess the scenarios from the lore and scenario book.
Sure have.
That's an optional add-on to Final Girl. So we're playing very specific setups as instructed here, and this one is going to be Hans at the Carnival of Blood. So we're going to be dealing with sawblades and snakes and all sorts of fun traps. And
I think he'll munch on cotton candy and fun
and
and funnel cakes.
Hans, who is always chewing under his mask, is eating a funnel cake. That's pretty good. So I guess without further ado, I'll introduce us to the setup here.
Yeah, let's do it.
This film is called Traps and Killers and Clowns Oh My. I think we laughed at this at the end when we looked ahead.
Yeah,
but the others have had reasonably horror movie title names, and this one...
This is Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. Anyway, Laurie knew she should know better than to go along with another one of Lucy's outings, but when she looked at her with those big doe eyes and said, "Don't you want to take me to the circus?" all Laurie could hear herself saying was, "I'd love to." They saw the animals, they laughed with the clowns, they bought popcorn. Lucy smiled and beamed, and it was wonderful. But Laurie couldn't shake the feeling that something was off about the place, a sixth sense she had come to trust. "We need to go, Lucy," she said, pulling her to the exit. But when they got there, it had been sealed off, and a dead clown was staked to the entrance.
Yikes.
"Oh God, not again!" Lucy screamed. For her part, Laurie wasn't at all surprised. "Damn it, Lucy, what have you gotten us into this time?"
The catchphrase.
"Come on," she said out loud. "Let's kill him again."
Man, now it's just becoming
Laurie's just over it.
Yeah, just whatever. Let's just go do this thing.
She could just kill Hans with her eyes closed here.
Oh my God.
So yeah, as always, we've set up per the very specific rule set here, which is playing Laurie as our final girl. The setup is late for the show, which has us here down in the corner, which is an exit space. The reason that I'm pointing this out, that's interesting, is it also has us start with the girlfriend event, and the girlfriend, the white meeple representing Lucy, in our space. So it looks like we can just rescue her, as soon as we start the first turn of the game. The story that we just read sure implies that exit is sealed. So the last thing that I can think of that makes it make sense and not just an oversight of some kind is this first event we're going to flip. Want to read it for us?
I sure do. "Mirrors everywhere. I think I got him. Oh no." It's the flavor text. "If you attack and there is one or more victims in your space, a victim dies for every one you roll."
Oh. Okay.
So I think we go with oversight.
Yeah. I guess so, because this sure doesn't. Yeah, and this is the correct... There were 2 events that we set up in a certain order. This is the one that was supposed to be first. So yeah, this doesn't... So what do you want to... Are we house ruling that if we're going to save Lucy, it needs to be through a different exit? I feel kind of silly saying, well, first turn of the game, free victim save, I guess, and the fact that the girlfriend event was out there, doesn't matter.
Yeah. I think any other victims can get rescued there, but not Lucy.
Yeah, or once we, we can, save her somewhere else. If we bring other victims back here,
yeah,
we'll allow it, because who knows, the game might just be impossibly hard.
Because, I mean, like, we see there's 2 victims here, and those are pretty
Those
easy
are,
rescues.
yeah, it would be very difficult if you couldn't rescue anyone. What are the, oh, that's right. The other rescue, or the other escape points are the gate here, and then the clown car. Which
So
I love.
funny.
Yeah, that's super fun. Speaking of ridiculously difficult, because these scenarios are very difficult, we've been kind of doing a house rule thing where if we lost the last one, we get one of those ultimate dice. But since the healing ultimate die carried us to victory last time, we're back down to no dice.
It's so sad. We didn't use it once.
No, we didn't.
We didn't need it.
No, maybe it's overstated how hard these were. Maybe Hans's are not that hard. He has no special rules. But overall, I feel like we lost the first. No, we gave ourselves a die.
We lost the second one.
Yeah, that's right. We lost the second one. The first game we won with the time die. It felt really powerful, but we might have won anyway. And then last time we obviously didn't need it. I think
last time we like just crushed it, right?
I think that
I feel like that's what I remember.
Where the game is not balanced for 2 brains.
Yeah, that's where we outmatched the game.
Exactly. So the rest of the setup was just a combination of some specific Carnival of Blood tarot cards, so kind of guaranteeing that we get some traps is what it seemed like at a glance. A bunch of random Hans tarot cards, a random Dark Power, and a specific finale that we will see when we get there. With that, yeah, that's true. We'll probably just win. I think last time we won
before the tarot deck flipped. Yeah.
So, perfect. With that, I think it's you are going to pick up the 0 cost cards and go first.
Sure. I would love to. All right. So, first action of the game, I feel like is always a strong walk.
Yeah, and with Lucy with us, we're rolling an extra die.
We sure are.
And as a reminder for the viewers who may not be familiar with the girlfriend card, the downside of that is if she gets killed while in our space, we raise horror by 5. Would be pretty bad. Right now, that would put it in the red and raise bloodlust twice.
Yeah.
You do not want that.
So I won't get it.
Okay.
I'll just roll
walk
perfectly.
Just walk good.
I will walk so good. I walked fine.
Okay.
I will spend a time to move 1 space. I will bring Lucy along.
If you can do it without
if I can do
moving
it without
the board.
Move the whole board. I don't know why that's so hard. Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and focus for my second.
Okay.
See if I can get some horror down and maybe some time back.
Seems good.
That would be ideal.
Ooh, just some convertibles. I think it's worth
One
converting
convert.
because we lose 1 less time and reduce a horror.
Yeah. Okay, I will convert using a short rest and a weak attack.
Sure. Okay, and then spend 1 time.
1 time.
And reduce horror.
Do it.
That's always nice.
Okay, so I could walk and try to get some of these guys out. Or I could just hand you the megaphone.
Still the megaphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like what's our plan here? We know that Lori's bow is in the things to astonish
right here
thing, which is down here. Yeah, so that would be ultimately, I guess, where I'd prioritize searching. We do know in the Carnival of Blood that there are traps mixed into the search text, so the extent to which we can just pluck the cards off the tops of the text is actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, who knows? Lori's bow does a few points of damage, but isn't really a proper weapon that amps all your damage. So we still might want to go digging. What were you thinking if we walk? Were you just wanting to take these victims back down here?
Yeah.
I was gonna say there's some definitely some validity to not wanting to end our turn on Lucy's space because tarot cards that cause traps to appear, I think, just kill all the victims in your space. I think universally, if it's one of the 3 traps that are potentially in this tarot deck, all the victims in our space die, which would be catastrophic if it were to happen with Lucy plus 2 other victims.
Yeah, so I think I'll walk.
Okay.
And actually, I think maybe the more important item, if we are going to be starting to dig, is here in the Forest of Horrors. The found footage allows us to cancel a trap that we stumble into.
Oh.
At least that's kind of what I read from like the very first sentence and didn't read any further.
Let me Let me verify this.
You can validate this.
Discard it to cancel the effects of one item trap or terror trap card. If canceling a terror trap card, discard the card without applying any of the card's effects. That seems extremely powerful.
Yeah. So I think like that's kind of what I was thinking is like swoop up here, grab a couple guys, put some stuff on Lori, and then head towards the Forest of Horrors.
I like that plan.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk. With the intent to leave Lucy behind, but I still get her dice right now.
Yep.
Sorry, Luce.
Oh no, you can't convert that.
Unsuccessful, but I think I'm going to power through it. I'll spend 2 time.
Take a damage,
and move a space anyway.
Okay.
So I will grab both these guys, which I will immediately rescue.
Yeah.
So I can make it. I think like 2 time might be nice to give you some more things to buy.
This now plays into our conspiracy theory about Lucy being behind all this. Yeah. The exit was sealed, but as soon as we let her wander off and come back with actual victims, like, oh, wide open.
Yeah. Turns out they took that clown murder right away. So I think I'm going to do the 2 time and the 1 horror.
Do you think Lucy killed the clown?
Yeah, Lucy totally killed the clown. No, I think Hans killed the clown and Lucy told him where to put it. Like, hey, we're heading towards this exit, put it here.
Okay, yeah, that adds up.
Yeah, I know. Alright, so I'm going to reduce the horror. We're down to 2 horror.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we're back up to 4 time because I spent 1 on the 2 time, so I'll give you a card.
Thanks. Oh, it's a focus.
And 4 time.
Okay. Well, why don't I spend it?
That was the intent.
Let's see, am I ready to take a search card? Probably not. I think I'll take a sprint and 2 close calls.
Okay.
I don't think I'm likely to...
Yeah, probably not sprint and then
search. I want to like see how the focus goes, but I want to reroll if the focus goes badly and could get us to the green.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
So
that's that. I've done my chores, and I'm ready to terrorize you.
Yeah, first is the killer action, but it's just to stab where Hans is standing, so there's no one at the big top. And then give me a terror card.
I shall. He just came out of nowhere. Place Hans with the farthest target possible. Oh, Lucy.
Uh-oh, is that Lucy?
No, she's only 3 away.
Lucy's 3 away, but is there anything further than 3? These are also 3. Although it would go for the more populous one.
1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3.
I think he's going to the Forest of Horrors because there are several that are tied for 3 away, including us. But there's more victims at the Forest of Horrors.
This is so bad. Then we raise horror by 1, and then we draw the next red terror card.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's as bad as it gets.
Yeah.
Where the hell did these blades come from?
Oh god.
Place spinning floor blade trap token in your space. Oh.
Okay. Okay. Find that.
Well, now Lucy really can't get out here.
Yeah. So there's.
Immediately.
So that's what's sealing off the exit is spinning floor blades.
It was actually in the corpse. Like we were just like, I guess you guys can just go past them, and they like ran past them, and then like right as they got away, the spinning blades
come up out of the clown itself.
Okay. Immediately apply the traps effect. See the trap reference. So the spinning blades. Roll 2 dice. For each result, do the following: a 1 through 4, we take 1 damage. 5 through 6, you may move 1 space. So for every success, we get a free move.
Okay. That's
2 damage.
That's 2 1 through 4s. Wow. Okay. That hurts.
Ooh. And
we're down to 2 points of health.
Oh, we're not done.
Uh-oh.
This thing says for each 1 through 4 that you rolled, 1 horror.
Oh god.
That was awful, Brandon.
Raising the horror 2 more?
Yep.
See, this is what happens when we don't have a healing die.
You get murdered in the second turn. Wow, that was so bad. That was just so bad.
I can't believe you reduced terror or horror by 2, and then the terror base raised it by 3.
That's so rude.
So on the I was gonna say on the bright side. I don't even know if this is a bright side, but nobody died. So despite there being victims in Hans's space, they don't panic, and so it's our turn.
Is that really the good news?
It is. It's news.
That felt pretty
It would
rough.
maybe be nice if they would panic like towards us.
Yeah.
Or out of Hans' face at least, because now the only way I can get those victims out so that he doesn't just stab one as his killer action is a 2-success sprint to move 3 spaces. There is no other way that I can see.
Well, I have to say that I'm really glad that we took your advice and moved out of that space, because otherwise that would have been massacre.
If the sawblades had been here, it would have been Lucy plus 2 victims.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, good call there.
Well, lesson learned. I'm always right.
Yep.
But now what? What does that... I'm trying to decide whether I'm writing off those victims or trying to rush in to save them. It just seems like such a long shot to get 2 successes on this sprint, and literally I can't. That's the only thing that can save them. He'll only stab one of them, then as long as his tarot card doesn't kill the other will panic out. Yeah. So I guess I'll start by focusing.
Yeah.
Hopefully this reduces horror before the next tarot page is raised to the red. It doesn't. It just...
Options are reroll.
Man.
That's so rude.
I can re-roll, but if it's convertible, do I really want to spend both of these cards to convert it?
I think it might just be a loss to time there. Which is just brutal.
Yeah. So the spinning floor blades, so what you and I off camera read the trap rules before we started. They only apply when you enter the space, right? Mm-hmm. So if I hold on to the sprints and just like let you spend the rest of the time, they shouldn't hurt us.
Yeah.
Okay. I think, I'll let focus fail for 2 time.
Oof.
Do you think I should sell any of these close calls so you could afford like a distraction? I could sell a close call so that you can afford a distraction and a sprint or search or guard, given that our health is pretty low. What do you think?
Yeah, I think 1 sell makes sense.
Okay. All right, so a close call to raise time to 5, and then I'll pass it to you. What are you buying?
I'll grab a distraction. I think that's a pretty easy one.
Mm-hmm. You have 2 left.
You got a lot of things coming back.
I think all of the 2-costers have a pretty good argument in their favor here.
Yeah.
What's the crystal ball do? I know we're nowhere near searching the House of Mirrors, but it... Okay. I mean, it's all upside. Every action phase you roll a die. 4 out of 6 chance nothing happens. 2 out of 6 chance you get to look at the next tarot card of the tarot deck and put it on the bottom.
I saw it. I think since I'm having walk, I'll have 2 walks and a sprint. I don't need a sprint. I think I'll get a search just in case I stumble into a place where I can search.
Okay. It's a real shame we didn't have the found footage for this trap.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, well, we can get it, but the odds of us hitting another trap are reduced because there's not 3 shuffled in here anymore, right?
No, but there's still 3 traps in the item deck.
There are those.
And we still want to dig, I feel like.
Yeah, I guess. I do wonder if Lori's bow and her ultimate ability are enough, because remember, she just adds a damage amp.
No, I agree, but
to that,
man, it would be nice to get both.
It would. It sure would. Okay, it's the killer phase.
Sure is.
So Hans is going to kill someone in the Forest of Horrors with his killer action. Would you raise Bloodlust and roll a die for me?
I sure would love to do that. I'm really hoping it's a 1 or a 2.
Oh, the die is just to see which story I'm going to read.
Oh, okay, sure.
The smell of buttered popcorn coated the night air. Nathaniel worked on the popcorn machines and found the bulky device he worked on troublesome. He had his hands inside the belly of the machine and occasionally grabbed a tool to help. It was dark by the time he finished, and the carnival goers were at one of the shows further down the row. Heavy boots hit the gravel next to him. Thinking it was his boss, he said, "Look, Tom, I know this one took a while, but..." His sentence was interrupted by a heavy cleaver entering his chest. Jeez. His body erupted with pain and he collapsed, choking on his blood.
Poor Tom.
No, Tom was the boss. That was Nathaniel.
Oh, sorry, Nathaniel.
Yeah. That's okay. Normally you just talk about it or refer to people by the actors that play them anyway. It's like, so you meant poor Tom Selleck.
Yeah, Tom Selleck, exactly.
was playing Nathaniel.
You missed the description about his mustache, by the way. That was definitely in the first draft, at least.
Okay, so Terror card now.
Yeah, right. Panic is after Terror.
Is this a prop? We're going to have an event, and then we're going to discard a random item card. If you have none, discard the top card from the nearest item deck. So we'll do the event first, but that's coming up. The event is... How dangerous can it be? Oh no. This is the one that... It made us put this here? I'm like checking this. Did you put the right event here? This is the worst event. I've played it. I've had this one come up in games before. No, you did it right.
Oh no, I didn't want to do it right.
The flavor text is, hold my beer.
How dangerous could it be? Is that the title? Oh, that was amazing.
Okay. During the upkeep phase, each victim moves one space towards the closest trap. Yeah.
Oh, Lucy's gone.
Everyone's fucked. Yeah, Lucy's gone and she's gonna enter our space and die.
Wait,
oh no!
During the upkeep? Like, that's now?
That's going to be after Killer and Panic comes upkeep. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. Before we resolve that, the rest of this Terror card, discard a random item card. Since we have none, we discard the top card from the nearest item deck, which is going to be the found footage we wanted from the Forest of Horrors. So, yeah, we'll just get rid of that. And then... The killer targets the nearest victim, moves to it, and kills it, which is going to be this one in the Forest of Horrors. Raise.
Oh god, and horror.
And horrors at 6.
Oh my god, we're so hosed.
We're very hosed. Panic phase now that there's no one left in Hans' space, no one panics. No. So upkeep. So yeah, Lucy let me zoom in on this. Lucy is going to move towards the trap. We'll resolve the deaths after we finish all the moves. 1, 2, 3, it looks like is the most direct way for this one, and 1, 2, 3 is the most direct way for these. So they're gonna move like this. These 3, I'll move there.
This is awful.
This person is 1, 2, 3, it'll move like this. This person's 1, 2, so move this way into Hans's space. Great. Okay, so Lucy charges out of nowhere and into the sawblades.
I think it's gonna be a quick video.
As if she didn't know they were there.
Yeah. As if she didn't turn on the remote.
We're on to her. Let me see if there is text for the How Dangerous Can It Be event, or I guess the
sawblades trap.
Where the hell did the blades come? Or is this a prop? No. Yeah, is this a prop? Is what made us draw the event. No, but that would be if the killer, from the actual killer.
Yeah. I think it's the sawblades one.
Yeah, I guess so.
Where the hell did these blades come from? And girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm curious whether there... Yeah, so there are no... Okay, there's nothing for How Dangerous Can It Be. I actually was hoping that there would be, just because that's very funny.
Yeah, Lucy's like, hold my beer, and then jumps through the sawblades.
Lucy was faced with a decision. Jump over the spinning blades, or face the savagery of Hans. Hans stepped closer to her, egging her on. Lucy decided to take fate into her own hands. She jumped. Narrowly missing the other ledge, she toppled over into the spinning blades. Again, dying just off camera.
But we are still pretty...
Did we forget to say it was down in a pit?
Yeah.
All that the camera sees is her disappearing into the pit. And maybe a scream.
Yeah.
It's a convincing scream. Yeah. I'll give her that.
Yeah. Well, she's a good actress. We know that. All right, so one horror.
Yeah, so first, 1 bloodlust for her dying.
Oh, really?
And then 1 horror and 4 more that raise bloodlust.
Yeah.
So
one.
So
and that's another bloodlust.
And then another horror. Yeah, so we still owe 4.
Yep.
The number. So now we owe 3, but let's check out the dark power.
It's feed. For every victim that Hans kills, he recovers health.
Oh, good.
Well, he's not going to kill anyone.
No. So we still owe 3 bloodlusts. Now we owe 2. Now there's another horror, so we still owe 2. Now we owe 1. Now we owe 1. We're at the top.
Can we just jump into the sawblades after Lucy? Maybe that's how this movie ends. We need to uncover the truth.
Yeah,
We need to see if she's dead. We just need it.
we just run out and then back in. The credits roll.
It's an 8-minute movie.
This is like a made for streaming this is like an interstitial between two other movies.
Yeah. This is like the like 50 cents movie that's basically just a trailer for the 5th movie.
That explains the title of it.
That's really bad. The marketing department actually fell apart, like was all laid off. This is during the writer's strike, actually.
All right.
There's only been one line in the whole movie.
All right. Well, that was...
And it was just losing!
And what happens... okay, so if Hans's bloodlust raises any further, he's going to recover health each time, which until we start hitting him doesn't matter. Because remember, that's not the end of it. The victims continue strolling towards the trap every turn. And yeah, my experience with this event coming up on Carnival of Blood is just that, like, pretty much a turn from now, maybe 2, every victim will be dead.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. It's not great. But it is your turn.
Great. I think the way I see it going not awful, and it's going to be awful regardless. Mm-hmm. The way it's less awful is there's only 3 victims that are possibly going to be saved at this point.
I mean...
That's not true.
There's like these 2, like a good sprint or 2 movement cards could like save these 2 that way, or these 2 at the clown car.
That's where I was thinking. This clown car.
The clown car, I would say, in an argument for saving these 2 is that these ones are 2 spaces away. These ones, if we don't... Excuse me. I have hiccups or something all of a sudden.
If we don't save them, they're dead this turn.
I have the opposite of most people. If I get scared, I get the hiccups.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm just gonna start sprinting.
Okay.
I'm in shock.
Oh, we gotta remove Lucy from the board. Yeah. So no extra dice.
I have 1 die.
Oh yeah, you do have 1 die.
I maybe don't sprint.
Yeah, maybe focus or distract.
Yeah, I think I distract or focus. Let's see which ones are more likely to. Distraction seems like the right call. It's 4 time cost.
Yeah, the problem is we're gonna run out of time. Right, we might need to sell some cards to gain time just to play enough cards, right? Because if you get down to 0 and lose another time because you're like walking and sprinting and stuff, those all cost time. It's gonna end the phase.
Maybe I focus and then distract, because distract can get us back time more easily.
Okay.
So I'm gonna focus. See how this goes.
Not great.
Pretty poorly. I think I'm just gonna.
You gotta reroll. Are you rerolling 1 die or paying 2 time to reroll all dice?
I'll play 2 time. Yeah, that seems worth it. Reroll.
That's more like it.
There we go. Okay. So that is loss of 1 time, but recovery of 1 die. Oof.
All right.
Okay, so now I can start sprinting, and I think I probably will. So I have things I can sell that I'm happy to sell. So I try to get out of here like bat out of hell.
Okay, 2 convertibles.
I definitely convert 1. I might convert both.
Damn it. I wish it didn't end the phase if you just took the move 1 space and lose a health, because losing a health will give you another die.
That's true.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, so I don't think we ever rest. I think we want to get down to 1 health and ride it.
I agree. So I think I'm definitely going to convert 1, which would get me 2 spaces of movement. And I think I might actually rest on that, because my walks have a fail that will reduce our health, and I think that's kind of where we're going to go for. So
okay.
I lose 1 time, I converted a little bit, and I get 2 movements. So I'm going to go once here, twice here.
Okay. Seems fine.
Yeah, and then I think I'm going to walk, and I'm kind of hoping to fail this.
Yeah, to get that extra die.
Yeah.
It would cost some time. You didn't get your wish.
Okay. No, I passed.
Move 1 space or 2 if you want to convert it.
I'll move once. I will Definitely not heal. I do need to spend 1 time. Do I get another sprint now?
Oh, that's interesting.
It is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I think I do.
That's funny that if we did want to try to get Lori to her ultimate ability, we'd have to heal 1 along the way.
Yep. I think I'll grab a sprint. And a movement is what it feels like to me.
Okay.
Or 2 time. 2 time. I need to give you some things to do.
So don't forget to gain it.
Yep. Thank you. And I think final-ish action is just going to be a walk. Or
Okay.
a pass to you.
Mm.
Because I'm like, if I walk and lose health... I don't want to necessarily be at 0 health in the terror phase.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I actually think we want to play the card and get it cycled back through to get to walk as many times as possible.
Okay, fair. I will walk. And again, kind of hoping to fail. I do!
You got your wish.
So the walk fail is 2 time.
Mm-hmm.
So we still have 3. We lose a health, which gives us another die.
Boom, winning.
And I move up to 1 space. This is the question now. Probably re-entering into this is the answer.
I don't know if I agree.
Or if these guys
maybe
go
these
out,
people are going to die and these ones are
the
easier
ones we
to save.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, let's go back here. Yeah, I like that. Because
These
they're going to
three,
join us right adjacent.
Hans is probably killing this one,
Yeah.
and then these ones are going to come here. I think, as far as I know, I did that right. When we moved the victim into there because of the event card moving them towards the trap. I think the only rule about them not entering the killer space is they won't follow you.
Yeah.
I think that they
won't follow you,
They can go
and they
using
can
their own
panic in
judgment.
there, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They can panic too.
But they probably wouldn't, because that's panicking away
The
from killer.
default panic would be away from the killer, but there's plenty of events and things that can panic them. So.
Okay.
Okay, that was a turn. No one could argue it wasn't.
Nope. You have 3.
3.
And you have some good cards.
I've got wow, sprint, search, distraction. These are some good cards.
Mm-hmm.
I will take. I think it's a guard and a
focus.
Close call, and that focus. Yes.
I will do my chores and then terrorize you.
First, the killer is going to kill.
Oh, that's right.
This person.
So he heals up.
Yeah, right. So Bloodlust is at the top of the track. Hans heals. Nothing else happens. So that's good, at least. Silver lining. Doesn't really matter when victims die. We do want to get 2 more for our ability for this game to be at all winnable. But other than that. Okay. Well, terrorize me.
I would love to. Dark Feast. Oh, God. 1 horror.
Oh, good. It's back in the red.
It's okay. You still have 2 dice. For every victim that is dead, Hans recovers health. That's fine.
Yeah, it is fine. Is that it?
That's it.
Oh, wow.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. Good-ish.
Upkeep, these guys come down here, these guys go up here.
Yeah.
And you have a turn.
Okay. I
Save
have
them all.
a sprint. So with 3 spaces, I could save 2 of them.
So I would distract first, it seems.
It does seem like it. It's either focus or distract.
Yeah,
I think I will...
yeah,
we just set the time back to 6.
Yes.
I guess I will focus first because the double success on distraction is so good. So I want a 3 dice there. So focus. We're only 2 dice since we're in the red, but I have the red line
success
plus
is
1.
Great.
1 success. Okay.
I think
Unless I
think
no,
that's
there's
perfectly
no.
fine.
My hand is too
Yeah.
good because I could convert that. You're spending 2 cards for 3 time there, converting that, which is a nice opportunity, but not here. Okay, so minus a time, minus a horror, 3 dice, and let's get distracting.
You are pretty distracting.
1 success. I could convert that with close call and guard. for an extra horror down. No, as long as we have 3 dice, I feel okay with it. So I'll just take the 1 success. So reduce horror and give me a time, please.
Have a time, have a horror.
All right, well, we ain't gonna find a better time to sprint than this. Here goes nothing.
Do it.
1 success and a convertible one that would save them.
Totally worth it.
Yeah, because otherwise they'll leave us.
Yeah.
They'll walk away from us. We'll have to go back and get them.
We just got the
All right, so that'll be the close call on the guard to convert. So I'm going to spend a time and move 3 spaces.
Bring 2 of them with you.
Bring 2 of them with me. And they're saved.
And we heal 1, sadly.
That is annoying.
And you get to move a space.
Yeah. So we're turning on Laurie's ultimate, which is, could you read it again? I want to remember whether it combos with Laurie's bow.
It doesn't. It's whenever you are in the same space as an enemy and inflict damage.
Oh, right. No, her bow does not work in the same space.
Right.
Yeah.
It has to be 1 to 3.
Yep, so any other ways to inflict damage, but really it's just going to be attack cards that do that.
Okay.
So it's like we have a basic weapon.
Yeah, we have like a knife.
Yeah, I think at this point our route to victory is go try to fuck up Hans. Like,
I don't disagree. It's a narrow victory.
It sure is, and I don't think it's likely to work. But all of the victims are dying next turn, meaning A, Hans won't be healing anymore at that point, and B, Hans will be turning on us. So we just have to be ready to fight him because he's just going to be constantly in our space. Like if
we can't outpace him.
Not really.
Fast,
he moves 3
and attacks 5.
And are we really going to like successfully search and find good stuff if we're spending half of our time on defensive cards because he keeps attacking us?
No.
Yeah. So
where
anyway, I will just hand you the search card and you have 6 time, right?
Where are you moving?
Oh, right, I have 1 more movement. I mean, I guess it's towards Hans. Right?
Did we spend? We didn't spend 1 from sprinting.
Oh, this is not connected. So I'm 3 spaces from Hans. Okay.
Right. We didn't spend the 1 from sprinting.
Let's see. We
focus, lost 1.
Distraction, gain 1. You're right. We should get 5 time. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I guess I moved towards Hans. I for some reason I thought that we were 1 space, like that these were connected. I guess I just have a little bit of glare from the way the lights are, and they're not. So I wish that we were like a walk away from getting to him. But
I mean, the truth is he's probably gonna move towards nearest victims this turn because he's gonna act before they move.
Yeah, if he moves at all, it'll likely be here.
Okay.
In which case, I mean, I guess that was still the most direct way here was to move it and make that move that I did. So, okay.
All right, so I
you
get
have 5 time to spend.
Yeah, that much back.
Consider both some attack cards and some defense cards. Maybe a retaliate?
Yeah, I'm like looking at retaliate right now. I just don't know if it's going to be this turn that we need it. So I'm like, does it sit in my hand for a turn, or do I try to get something?
You could just go for like a distraction or something instead.
Yeah.
Distraction and guard is a pretty good 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So we're going to draw a tarot card. It is. He just keeps coming. The horror raises by 1.
Yep.
He targets the nearest target, moves to it, kills a victim, that heals him for 1. What happens on a he just keeps coming? I'm sure it's good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He just keeps coming.
Sorry. Brandon had been a lion tamer for 10 years.
Amazing.
And his lions loved him. Hans had killed the other tamers, and now he stood with him in the lion pen. He commanded the massive lion after him, and Hans readied himself. The lion jumped in the air, and Hans finished it with a well-placed hammer blow to the head.
Aww.
There was nothing left afterwards but the mane. Then he came after Brandon, and in a single motion with his cleaver, decapitated him.
Yeah, damn. Brandons do get decapitated.
Poor Brandon.
Nah, he had it coming.
Okay, so, yeah. Bloodlust can't rise any higher from that, so nothing else of note happens. And then in actually, potentially saving this victim, panic is first.
Oh.
So if it panics that way, it buys a turn. Interesting.
Actually, yeah, anything but a 1 on that panic will buy us a turn.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
It's a 6. So yeah, he's gonna run back to the Forest of Horrors. So we could consider trying to save it, or carry it around with us as a shield.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's actually more what I'm thinking.
And then now we're at upkeep. We check finale. That doesn't happen, and the victim. Oh, that's right. This one runs back into Hans' space.
Oh, okay.
And this one, whoops. All right. For some reason, this board is really slippy today. This one charges into the sawblades and dies. Disappears into a pit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe dies now that Lucy's got his hands on her.
Lucy.
Ugh.
We're gonna crack the case on this.
Yeah, we gotta.
Okay, it's your turn.
Oh God.
Time to fight. You have your weak attack, right?
I mean, we're still 3 spaces away from Hans.
Yep.
It's pretty hard to get there, and more notably, I think I'm gonna start by walking to see if I can get back down to 3 dice.
Oh, to see if you can carefully lose 1 heart.
Yeah.
I like that, actually.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to walk, and I'm going to try to fail this walk. Try to trip over my shoelace.
Okay.
I do.
Unless you convert it, it is a fail.
Okay, no, I think that's the correct call, so I'm going to lose 2 time. I will lose 1 heart, putting us down to 3 dice.
And walk a space.
And I'll walk a space. I think... I hate that the Forest of Horrors is the search on the way. And it is the one that
we might just hit a trap.
have a trap. Yeah, it is really sad.
I'm not sure we're ever searching this game, Kyle.
But I have 3 dice and a search card in hand.
Well, you do you. But if it's a trap that immediately does 1 damage to you, that might be the game.
Likely
either way,
it's a 50-50 chance of it doing 1 damage.
Either way, for the move, I think you are moving
going
down,
towards
right? Like, because what? It's just a longer way there to go anywhere else. So,
well, I'm saying like if we went into here, we could go to the House of Mirrors or to the things to astonish.
Things to astonish with the bow on top is, I think, the only interesting search. But I think we just have to turn and kill him because otherwise he's gonna kill us.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think we have time for that. I think that search card is going to convert a success or be sold for a time. That's my thinking on it.
I think
if you want to roll the dice
crazy.
though, like you could ignore me, search the forest, not find a trap, and find something amazing that saves the day. Only one way to find out.
I think that's the only way to victory, honestly, is ignoring Brandon is always the way I like to play this game. So I'm gonna walk. But walking versus sprint is like, oh wait, I don't have a sprint.
Oh, that
okay.
Makes
it makes a really easy decision. So if I get 2 successes, then I consider going into Hans' space. But if I get 1, then I just walk in.
Okay.
There it is.
Wow.
Okay, so I think the game is saying get in there and mess up.
Get into Hans' space. It's up to you. Yeah, so that's spend a time and move up to 3 spaces.
Yeah, so I will. Up to 2 spaces.
Did I say 3?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking sprint.
Yeah, so I'm just going to spend a time and I'm jumping right into Hans' space.
All right.
It's happening.
Right. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Do you have any attacks?
I
want
sure
to attack
do.
him? I guess the only reason why not is that he'll just heal when this victim dies, but...
Well, he'll heal 1, right?
Yeah. A weak attack can do what, up to 2 plus Laurie's damage? Is up to 3?
No, up to 1 plus Laurie's damage is 2.
And, his feed ability says for every victim that Hans kills, and I'm guessing...
Well, Hans is going to kill this one.
That's true.
Basic killer action.
The killer action, yeah. I was like, I don't know if that applies if they run into the trap, but... It shouldn't matter.
No, he's definitely going to kill him. So I guess the question is search or fight.
Yeah, I mean, I actually don't think a weak attack is worth doing. I think it'd be better to save the card.
Okay.
But also, man, now we won't have walk. Now we have to buy a sprint to get into his space, or I guess hope he moves into ours. Yeah. You can search the forest and then set a trap for Hans.
I'm gonna search the forest.
All right.
It's gonna happen, and I probably won't die.
Can
guards only be used against attacks?
Can guards only be used against attacks?
Or is it any time damage would be dealt?
I believe it's any time that damage symbol is used, as opposed to the lose a heart symbol. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it comes down to which icon it's using. Yeah.
Okay,
like you can't guard against tripping over yourself when you sprint.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just not going to hit a trap. That's the answer.
So, interesting thought experiment. Would you rather get a 1 success and only look at 1 card, or would you rather get 2 successes,
1 success,
look at 2 cards, and maybe find a better card, but double your trap chance?
100% 1 success.
Not that you have a choice in the matter.
No. Maybe I'll get 3 again.
It's gonna be whatever the dice say. Well,
it's
none unless you convert it.
I think I would convert this.
Okay.
I will convert with a short rest and a focus, because who needs a short rest right now?
Sure.
We're never going to short rest.
All right. So 1 success, we're just taking the top card of the item deck. What is it?
Is a first aid kit. Not what we want.
No.
Every time you use an action card to recover health, recover an additional health.
Good thing we just discarded that short rest.
Hot trash.
Well, we could get another search and keep searching, but now it's a 1 in 2 chance we hit a trap.
I think this is doomed. I think we've done everything poorly.
We just gotta fuck up Hans.
Did I already reduce the time?
I think you.
I walked.
No, you still gotta spend the time for the search.
Okay, so
leaving 2 time.
Time to distract, I think.
Okay.
Try to keep us in the.
Gain us some time back.
Yeah, well, mostly keeping us in 2 dice at least.
Right. No. So unless you're converting that, it's a fail. I am not sure what the rule is. So we have a choice between horror raises and we lose 2 time, or horror decreases and we lose 4 time. Do you think we can choose to lose 4 time and it would cause the phase to end, but even though we don't have 4? I think yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The difference would be 2 time would take us to 0, 4 time would end the phase.
Yeah.
But I think failing and ending the phase is
that's fine
here.
That's what's going to happen anyway.
Okay, so horror's all the way down to 5. And you're handing me this.
Here, it's a fighty.
Or 0 time, rather. So I'm picking up the focus and that's it.
Yep.
Then while you do your chores, Hans is going to stab this last remaining victim, healing twice. And then...
This is so bad.
Tarot card time.
Let me terrorize you. Put you out of your misery.
Mm-hmm.
It's miserable.
Oh no.
But not for the reasons that you think it is.
Okay.
He's just standing there. +2 horror. So we're in the red. And then he just moves into our space. And that is the card. Yeah, it's just like, it's taunting at this point. It's not even like, come on, just stab me.
Alright.
Give me something.
Panic phase, nothing. Upkeep phase, now nothing, since there's no victims left to get drunk and charge into traps.
Like
and
finale?
So, no, finale is only when we run out of tarot cards.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was when we ran out of victims. Okay.
Nope. So, back to us. I guess I'll focus. Trying to get the horror back down to 3 dice.
Oh my god.
I have a weak attack and a guard in hand. I actually think I convert this.
Okay.
Rather than losing 2 time and
Yeah.
then doing like a weak attack with not many dice.
No, I think that makes sense.
Weak attack with 2 dice, if we lose a hurt,
we're dead.
That might be the game.
Yeah.
So, alright, so let's convert this. Bring horror back down to 6, spend 1 time.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's it. I'm already out of cards.
Yep.
So you have 5
5
times
times
to spend.
But I have a whole bunch of zeros.
He is going to attack us as his default action, plus the tarot card could cause an attack. So we need defenses here. That said, there's
only get one.
One affordable defense card, which is
Yeah.
you can take a guard or a retaliate. What are you going to do?
Both are awful.
Yep.
It feels like, to me, this might be the wrong play.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like the only way forward at this point is lucking into an item in this pile.
You're gonna search?
Or running away. Either of those don't feel good because he has 3 speed.
I don't think I agree. I think it's retaliate and hope he only single attacks us. And then start trying to get some attacks in. I mean, with
what attacks, though?
With
I have no
one,
attacks.
With +1 to each thing, we just have to hit him 4 to 6 times?
I think you're dead wrong.
Alright.
I think the only way forward is for some miracle to happen here. Because I can't attack this turn.
I can't imagine what reasonable item would exist that does that. That said, I do think it's a perfect ending if we just die to some trap while we're looking for something.
So I love it. So I'm going to get a close call, a search, and a guard. Yep.
Okay. Alright.
Is the only way forward.
He stabs you as his basic killer action. What do you do?
I attempt to guard.
Okay.
Yeah, this is also very, very possible the end. Is I'm unable to guard successfully.
Are you rolling 3 dice?
I
and
am.
You have to roll 2 successes to avoid this.
But I have a close call now.
Okay.
Because the other reason why too.
Oh, set time back to 6 because you could be spending it here if you need it for close calls. 1 success
I can
and a
convert.
convertible. Yeah.
Okay, well, I think I do that. That's pretty easy. I'm not going to walk. Well, I might walk. But I'm definitely not going to short rest and walk.
Even though we have the first aid kit? No, he's... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, ignore all damage. Okay, yeah, he's attacking for 5. Yeah, there's no amount of healing.
If it goes well, it's... Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, there's no reason to heal at this point.
I guess the one reason is so that weak attacks don't kill ourselves. But... No. All right.
We're not planning for 1 successes at this point. Okay. It's all or nothing at this point. So
okay, well, you guarded against the full attack, and then it burns. Put the acid trap token in your space.
Okay.
Immediately apply the trap's effects, which are what?
Lose 1 heart. So
really?
Yep.
Okay.
So want to do a zoom on here?
Yep.
This is our heart. Do we have extra health? No. We disintegrate.
So we hang out in the forest. It's like our 3rd time going through the forest, and we finally trip over the wire that sets off the acid.
And just dumps on our head, and we die.
And to add insult to injury, this was also going to raise horror twice.
Oh my god. Yeah, there is no hope. But I am curious. I'm going to look at the top card of the item deck.
Oh, to see what we would have found? Alright. What would it be?
It would have been a knife.
It would have been a knife.
That would have helped.
Could have been a good find as long as you didn't roll too well on double search, in which case it would have been the hidden cobra trap. This makes you lose a heart every upkeep until you recover health to get rid of it.
That's funny. That's preventable though.
Only if you hadn't discarded your short rest.
Yeah, but I was gonna roll 1 success. It was fine.
Wow. Well, that was one of the bigger catastrophes I've ever seen in Final Girl. And I've got to say, most of the other biggest catastrophes I've had in games of Final Girl have also been to the how dangerous can it be event. I think that's one of the most brutal things in Series 1 of Final Girl. It's like, I don't know how you're supposed to win a game with that event. So I'm like...
So my question is like... Because normally the events are random, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like... There was a good chance that we didn't have a trap when that thing was drawn.
Yeah, so it would remain in play, and once we had a trap, it would start mattering. But
yeah. But like, it's very possible that like we wouldn't have drawn a trap until this turn, like the acid.
It's also there. It was also. It's actually. It's interesting. Some of the other scenarios, it tells you to put just 2 events or whatever in the deck, 2 specific events to form the event deck. But then it gives you like use these 10 of these 12 specific tarot cards, and so in theory the scenario knew how many events the tarot deck could tell you to draw. This time though we used random Hans cards.
Yeah.
So well, I don't know. Do killers cards have you draw events? Maybe only location cards do. I don't know. Anyway, I feel like there was a chance that this was going to be like a 4-event game without enough event cards, is what I'm wondering.
Yeah, it's possible.
But, sorry, the thought that sent me down that tangent is the other, it's like, yes, there could have not been a trap, but also we could have not drawn a tarot card that makes us draw that event until much, much later or something.
Sure.
Right, so, I mean, surprise, Final Girl has a lot of luck in it, right?
And we did not have it on our side.
No, and I've been a like I'm the one on the solo board games subreddit when people complain about how luck-based Final Girl is. I'm like, horror-themed games need a lot of luck because if bad shit can't happen to you, even if you're making the right decisions, then is it a horror game?
Yeah.
Right.
Turns out, no matter how good you are at logic puzzles, a horror game should foil that in some ways.
Yes. Terrible shit should happen somewhat randomly. That is what you're signing up for.
Random and regular.
Yep. I feel the same about Arkham Horror, the card game, and that gives you a lot of tools to mitigate its luck, but it's still sometimes just sometimes you draw 3 ancient evils in an encounter phase, you know.
Yeah.
And there's only so much you can do about it.
And your cancels are at the bottom of your deck.
Yeah. Or you spent them on the ancient evils you drew before you shuffled them back in.
Yeah.
Well, good game.
That movie was a teaser. That was definitely a trailer of a movie.
Yeah, that one. That was halfway into production when the writers and the SAG strike happened, and then they never picked it back up.
No. They were like, let's just roll the credits, and
they just used the footage they already had, stitched something together.
So what do we have coming up next time in theaters?
So next time will be the last feature film in the Hans franchise.
We better get to the bottom of the Lucy.
It'll be the final Hans movie, and then they'll inevitably reboot it 4 years later or whatever.
Yeah, and Lucy will be the killer.
But yeah, join us next time for the aptly named The Final Nightmare scenario.
Thank goodness it's almost over.
I can see right off the bat, I can see 2 meanings here. It's the final scenario of Hans's arc, right?
And we're playing Final Girl.
We're also playing on Maple Street, as in the Nightmare on Elm Street location.
Okay.
Yeah. Although there are no nightmares if you're not playing against Dr. Fright, the Freddy Krueger, right? Analog, in which case it literally has like a sleep-wake cycle. I don't think you've seen that yet.
No, I haven't.
I
haven't faced Freddy.
So we'll be back then. I've read this scenario. I'm not optimistic about it, but we'll have an ultimate die.
We will.
We lost this one. So.
We will have an ultimate die, and it likely won't be the heart die because we house rolled no repeats in a row.
I don't think we did.
I think we did.
I think we...
By drawing the time die and putting it back, I think we did.
Wait, what?
When we
did
drew we drew the time die was our only, or like our second time when we had the heart die.
Did we
first drew the time die and we were like, well, no, we can't have that again.
Did we? I vaguely remember that. Did we keep that in the video? Or are you now exposing trade secrets? That's gonna do it. It's an edition. Join us next time for the Final Nightmare. Till then, be optimal.
I'm pretty sure that we did it live, because why wouldn't we draw the ultimate die live? Because it's exciting.
Okay, before I've stopped the recording, I've remembered that we should consider posing for a thumbnail.
Good.
But what?
It's carnival tricks. Pigs eating. Do you have funnel cakes?
I wish that I had. I wish
Wait,
that I had
candy
a popcorn
jars.
container.
Both candy jars. Just hold up the candy jars for the carnival.
You can do that.
I like that. Do you have a hat that is festive and carnivaling?
I don't. I have aviators.
No. We did that one enough.
Ooh,
Hi, Steven.
Hey.
Hi.
So you guys are done?
I have a bag of kettle corn inside. I'm just going to pour us some popcorns.
I like it.
I'll be right back.
I'm gonna clean up this game.
So what was your interview?
It was supposed to be a just a recruiter meet.
Got it.
Man, we had such good freaking. Whoa, that's crazy. The strongman hammer. That actually would have been a really cool item to draw early.
I have no idea what this game. I mean, I've heard of it, but I don't really know what it is.
It's just a horror movie game, and it's pretty hard. I mean, just got our ass kicked. But yeah, this would have been freaking huge. Let me take Lori's bow out right now. Box of props. And I love the VHS thing that they do with it.
Yeah, that
Very cool.
I've seen the box. And it's cool. Oath sworn.
Do the time? Oh goodness! Do the time dice and or the time piece and the blood splatter go in the box of props?
I have been putting them just in the core. Yeah,
Okay.
so that they're more easily
Accessible.
available. Yeah.
All right. Do you want these things? We're going in the box of props though. Ooh, Killicorn.
What
These
things?
guys.
Oh, yeah. I don't have them. They don't
The
fit
only
in the
place
core.
they sit,
They don't
yeah.
fit in the core box.
Just put this back on the DVD. Oh, fear. It's not an obvious hole. And pose.
Perfect. No notes. Teleporn.
Yeah. Good on its own. Not only for the bit.